Okay, I am going to be starting on number 3, and at first I am using my Gracie 1314 to go reach the distal surfaces of the tooth. So I have my PPE, my sharpened curette, my dental mirror, my 1112 Explorer. So the Gracie 1314 is a double-ended paired curette. It's used on posterior teeth only, and it's for the distal surfaces, supra or subgingivally. It has one working end for surfaces towards, and then the opposite working end for surfaces away. It is used to remove light to moderate calculus deposits. It has a complex, flexible shank. It has a round back and a rounded toe with 2 lateral sides, but only one working cutting edge per working end. And this face is self-angulated to the terminal shank at 70 degrees. After I worked on the distal surfaces, I am going to work on the mesial and lingual surfaces. So I'm going to use my Gracie 1112. So I have the same PPE. So the Gracie 1112 is a double-ended paired curette. It's also used on posterior teeth only. It's used for the buccal, mesial, and lingual surfaces. It's used supra and subgingivally. It has one working end for surfaces toward, the opposite working end for surfaces away. It is also used to remove light to moderate calculus deposits. It has a complex, flexible shank. It has a round back and a rounded toe with 2 lateral sides and 1 cutting edge per working end. And it is also self-angulated to the terminal shank at 70 degrees. So after I scaled those teeth, I did go ahead and explore it again. So now I'm on an anterior tooth, so I'll be using my Gracie 1-2. So my Gracie 1-2, I have my PP and everything. So it is also a double-ended paired area. This one's area specific. They're both area specific, but this is anterior teeth only. It's used on all surfaces, supra and subgingivally. It has one working end for surfaces towards, the opposite working end for surfaces away. Also used to remove light to moderate supra and subgingival calculus deposits. It has a simple flexible shank. It has a round back, round toe, 2 lateral sides, but 1 working cutting edge per working end. The face is self-angulated to the terminal shank at 70 degrees. So I went ahead and did that, and I explored that tooth also. I'm just going ahead and repositioning to work on the mandible. So now I'm going to work on number 24. So I now have my H6, H7. So this is a sickle scaler. It is only used supergingivally. It's used to remove light to heavy supergingival calculus. It has a strength shake. The working end has a pointed tip, pointed back, 2 lateral sides, and there's 2 cutting edges per working end. The face is 90 degrees to the terminal shank. It's triangular in cross section. Since it has 2 cutting edges, you do not want to go subgingival. And for number 30 buckle, I'm going to use my Navy 4 scaler. The Navy 4 is for posterior teeth. It is also used to remove light to heavy calculus deposits. It's super gingival only because it has, I'll just describe. It's a complex shank. The working end has a pointed tip, pointed back, 2 lateral sides with 2 cutting edges per working end. The face is 90 degrees to the terminal shank, and it is triangular in cross-section. You also, for this, use one working end for surfaces toward, and the opposite working end for surfaces away. You use the inner cutting edges for distal surfaces. And that is all the instruments I used for this video.